watched that closing stretch, I believe, to the was it the first or second quarter where he just went off? I'm trying to remember. First, yeah. Back-to-back threes, 3 at the buzzer, 11 points in the first quarter. Yeah, tied the game after that 12-0 stretch we talked about. That's important to this team, and I feel like he's become ingrained in this team and what they want to do this year. He's obviously as talented as anybody. We've talked about it all season that he's one of the 5 most talented guys on this roster, maybe 4. You can stack it up depending on how you feel about data. So I want to see him here. I said it all year, Jimmy. I said it in the summer.
You want them to keep him and sign him.
I don't know about sign him. We'll get to that.
So you want that? So it would be very unlike Brad to just let. Wouldn't it be kind of unlike Brad to just let that kind of play itself out, or is that
we've talked about it?
Savings, they're saving on
the savings. Yeah, right. It could be significant. You get out of the tax, and you get your full mid-level exception, among other things, this summer by going below the first 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the best example so far in this new cap era is the Clippers with Paul George. They just let him go. Obviously, Paul George suspended yesterday as well, but different story. Yeah. They let him go. They saved whatever, 30, 40 million, whatever that would have cost. Got a bunch of options, got a bunch of exceptions and different roster building abilities. And they bring in Chris Dunn, they bring in Derek Jones, they bring in a bunch of good role players with that extra money to spend.
Good to have you.
And they reshape their roster rather than around high price guys, more around Kawhi, Harden, and role guys. And that worked out well for them last year. I know they crashed the first playoffs. They had a great season. Similar story here with Time. 27 million deductibles after this season. You can try to bring them back at a lower price. You can try to use your mid-level on them potentially. Or
it's not going to happen.
You can reinvest that money elsewhere, even on your own guys.
But isn't ultimately that's why they acquired Simons? They wanted to get out of
hiring money.
Contract.
Right. Drew is at the end of the day 30, 40 million for the next 3 years. Simons making 27. That was the whole Drew Holiday thing. No picks exchange hands after the physical. And I still struggle with and I don't know this, Jimmy. I haven't gotten a good sense of it. I do know there's some fans of Simons with high-level organization. But I don't get the sense strategically that they feel like keeping Simons is in their best interest. And I don't know that for a fact. It just doesn't feel that way, given how much they've shot them, given the many conversations they've had around. Obviously, getting other players for him and just moving off that salary, which I don't think they're going to do. Like, at this point, that would be surprising to me, right? If they just move off his salary. I know our friend Mike Moscato, before the bunch of Celtics, don't want to trade draft pick compensation with him. And in fact, they had an offer in Chicago because they got Vucevic who's on a retiring contract if they gave up Simons with first-round pick compensation. The Celtics would fund that. So there's a couple of reports out there that they have not wanted to move on from Simons with draft pick compensation to do so. If someone would just take them off their hands, obviously the Bucks have been mentioned in that regard as well, then it becomes more interesting to me. Do you keep them? Do you try to keep this team together? Because honestly, I do feel differently about the team. There's upside and there's workers that they don't have. They just move on and move on. Now, if we get to replace them, I think they're less of a playoff there. I think his role is not that significant on the team.
I'm glad you brought up his role. I'm trying to figure out if the Celtics, I can't figure out what the Celtics part of the Super Bowl. If they trade him on Thursday, I think I would look at, and just obviously a lot of things. I do think it would help the team for sure. And I wonder if the trade that the Cavs made yesterday, that those players change don't have the same, strength, right? That Simons does. I wonder if that kind of sets the market in a way for creative value going back and forth. Regardless, Celtics do part ways with Simons. I'm trying to figure out how I would think about the era, and I feel like as good as we see Simons, that. I mean, there's 24 minutes or something. I'll never get over the fact that they just jerked around with this guy from the get-go. Wanted to make sure he always came off the bench. He went some minutes over 30, some games over 30 minutes, some games he's barely getting 50.